For pretty much my entire life, I've had something I was training for. Growing up, it was basketball, and then college basketball, and after college, I found endurance sports, running, high rocks, cycling, and eventually marathon training. There was almost always a game, a race, or some kind of finish line on the calendar. And honestly, I loved it. I loved having a goal. I loved having something to work toward. I loved seeing what my body was capable of. But this year has looked a little bit different. And for the first time in a really long time, I don't have a race on the calendar. And instead of seeing that as a bad thing, I've started to realize that maybe this is exactly the season that I need. I've spent so many years training for performance, training to run faster, lift heavier, finish a race, and just training to become a better athlete. And somewhere along the way, I think it's easy to start viewing your body as a vehicle to get you to that next goal. You train because there's a finish line. You recover because you need to perform. You push through because there's a race coming. But right now, there isn't. And that's forcing me to ask myself a different question. What if I train for something that doesn't have a finish line? What if I train for my health, for my strength, my mobility, for being able to run, bike, hike, travel, play around, and move my body for decades to come? What if I started training for life itself? Right now, I'm working through a hip issue that's forced me to take a step back from running. I'm not going to get super specific about the injury because honestly, that's not really what this season's about. But it has made me realize that there are some things I need to work on that I've probably neglected for a long time. My glutes, my core, strength, my mobility, and just building a stronger foundation underneath everything that I want to do. So for the next 6 to 8 weeks, my biggest goal is not a race. It's consistency. It's showing up to physical therapy. It's doing the work I'm supposed to do. It's strengthening the areas that need strengthening. And eventually, the goal is really simple. I want to be able to run 2 to 3 miles without any pain. Not 26.2, not a PR, not a podium. Just being able to run and enjoy it again. And honestly, that feels like a pretty damn good goal right now. One of the biggest things I've realized through all of this is that I don't want movement to feel like a punishment. I don't want every workout to have to make me faster. I don't want every season to have to contribute to some race. I just want to enjoy being an athlete again. So I'm biking, I'm taking sculpt classes, and I'm working on my glutes, my core. I'm walking a lot more, I'm doing physical therapy, and I'm finding different ways to challenge my body without constantly asking it to do more. And there's something really freeing about that, because when you take the finish line away, you have to learn how to enjoy the process again. And I'm realizing that maybe that's something I lost along the way. I've always wanted to be a good athlete, but now I'm realizing I don't just want to be a good athlete at 26. I want to be a healthy, capable human at 36. 46, 56. I want to be a person who can still go for a run, who can play with their kids, still ride a bike, lift weights, play sports, get outside and move. And I don't want to sacrifice my future body just to get more out of my current one. That's probably the biggest mindset shift I've made this year. I'm not training less, I'm just training differently. I'm learning that longevity is a goal too. And maybe it's one of the most important goals there is. So right now, I don't have a race date. I don't have a finish line. I don't have some crazy performance goal written down. I do have 6 to 8 weeks of work in front of me, and I'm gonna take it one day at a time. My goal is to get stronger, to rebuild, to move well, to find joy in training again, and eventually to run a few miles pain-free. Maybe after that, I'll have another race in the calendar. Maybe I won't. And for the first time in my life, I'm actually okay with that because I'm realizing that I don't need a finish line to be an athlete. I don't need a race to justify my training. I don't need a PR to prove that I'm progressing. I can train simply because I love moving my body. I can train because I want to feel strong, because I want to feel healthy. And I can train for the one thing that matters more than any race: the ability to keep doing this for the rest of my life. So that's where I'm at right now. No race, no finish line, just learning how to train for life. And honestly, I'm pretty excited about this season.